and taking the game to them. It was clear at halftime that they talked about coming out and just kind of trying to rough us up and be ultra physical. And it worked. They got loose a little bit at the offensive end, and they really, really laid the body on us on the other end of the floor. But proud of our guys for fighting through it, matching the physicality, turning the game back to our favor, and then, coming up and making some great plays. Yeah, I think it's good growth for us. It's good growth for us. We didn't put our head down. We had opportunities to do so, but we kept battling. No matter who we shuffled in and out of the lineup, they came in ready to play, ready to contribute. Even Nas played 11 minutes, 50 seconds, and I thought he was outstanding. Yeah. Yep, we wanted to give him a ball middle of the floor, ISO. Thought he had a good matchup. He did a great job of going quick and drawing the foul in with a strong finish. Yep. Yeah, obviously, he's got the ability to make his own basket. Thought he did a really good job defensively. He was out there. Thought he got some rebounds too. Got his hands on some stuff. And he had 5 defensive rebounds. That's big, and that's what we need. Then we were able to play the substitution game, get guys in and out based on offense and defense.
Hey, Coach, we'll start with Katie. Katie, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, big topic, of course, Jalen Nowell, just so much, especially since mid-December. Tonight in that fourth quarter, how game-changing was he with his 11 points when you guys needed it most?
Yeah, huge. He's been doing that now for a number of games. Really brings a lot to our team. He can play on and off the ball. He can create his own shot. He can create for others. He's just been playing with a lot of confidence too. We've drawn some plays for him at the end, putting the ball in his hands, letting him go to work. So yeah, it's fun to watch.
And earlier today, you just talked about locking in on and closing out games as part of that. Of course, not the way you want to close out a game, but is this part of that, being able to still come out on top from New York tonight?
Well, there's no real blueprint to closing out games other than guarding, rebounding, and executing. So we did a really good job of guarding. We rebounded the ball extremely well down the stretch. We matched their physicality. And we made enough plays to be able to do that. And, whether it was a key bucket or mostly key stops, that's how you need to close the game.
John, go ahead.
Hey, Chris, just to have a big that you can get the ball to like him and who can do so many different things in terms of either the jump shot or creating and going to the basket. What kind of a luxury is that as you're going into your bag in the huddle there in the fourth?
Yeah, it's a huge luxury because you can move them all over the floor. It was clear that they were going to make life difficult for him. Physical, reaching in, digging in, send a crowd around him anytime he got near the basket. And we thought he had a good advantage out on the floor. Did a good job of drawing a bunch of fouls, loosening things up. But it's clear what the game plan was. But he played. He only had 12 shots, but I thought he was outstanding. Just playing through a lot of stuff out there.
And then, did you get a little lift too from Jaden, getting out in transition a little bit for a couple of those dunks, just to stem the tide a little bit?
Yeah, I thought a big part of the game was, certainly getting easy baskets when we were struggling to score there in the second half. But we turned them over 13 times, I think, at halftime, but we only had 9 or 10 points. We really didn't capitalize on it. So it was a point of emphasis in the second half is when we do turn them over, get out and let's convert. We got to get to the rim with an attack mentality.
Jace, go ahead.
Chris, you always want your guys to attack, but 71 free throws tonight. Do you put an added emphasis on that? Maybe when the whistle is blowing a little bit more?
Yeah, Pat Bev said in one of the early timeouts that they're going to really let us play. So let's be physical, let's be aggressive. And I think that set the tone for the game. I think the refs came, with the mindset, let these teams play. And And then the physicality got up there. So I thought really key was the start of the fourth. We drew a bunch of fouls on them early, and that might have had a bit of effect on the way they guard us the rest of the time.
Jalen, we talked about Jalen a few times, but like when the other team is so physical and he's just able to absorb contact and finish on the inside, like, is he one of those guys where he's really capable of playing through contact and that's not really going to bother him?
Yeah, I mean, he does a really good job of seeking the contact first. He gets in there, a little shoulder hit, gives him opportunity to finish. That's a learned skill, and he's very good at it.
Dane, go ahead.
Chris, you talked about getting to play the sub game at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Obviously, you had foul trouble tonight, too. It seemed like your group really handled all of that pretty seamlessly tonight. Is the ability to do that something you think has kind of grown over the course of the year where you can get to different sort of groupings out there and not lose as much?
Yeah, I think so. We have a lot of versatility with our roster. I think guys have accepted that we can do the offense, defense subs. Guys are happy when other players are out there and they're rolling. There's not a lot of complaining or issue with anything when guys are out there and we're making subs and it's either strategic or guys are rolling. So that's a sign of a good team, rooting for your teammates, doing the right thing, understanding what the coaches are trying to do. But yeah, we wanted to maybe try to do it a little bit more, but I didn't want to burn timeouts just to do it. I thought we were in a good group defending out there. I thought, D'Lo and Jalen were also defending into the guts of the game really well. So, when that happens, then you got a lot of options.
We'll go last question to Jace. Jace, go ahead.
Chris, did you adjust the defense a little bit with like 4 minutes left there with the way Walker was rolling? Did you push up a little bit more, or was that just defending more?
Yeah, no, we pushed up. We pushed up. We wanted to switch a little bit more, manipulate some matchups to make it a little bit more advantageous switching. But primarily, we just got into the ball.
Yeah, did you like the way that kind of upped, like getting into the ball there? That really did kind of ramp up in those last 4 minutes. It seemed like when it looked like the game might be going their way.
Yeah, I think that was key to turning it around. Got a couple steals right there, and that led us to the easy buckets.
Thanks, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Okay, thank you.